Hey everyone, welcome to MLS Teams in Spain. This is a sequel to a FIFA 16 series that I did called MLS Teams in England. If you did not watch that series, let me explain how this works. So in each episode we swap Granada, because they're probably going to get relegated anyway, with the team from Major League Soccer. Then we simulate through 4 seasons, and at the end of each one, we analyze how that particular MLS team performed in La Liga, or potentially La Liga 2 if they get relegated at some point. So this series is just a fun experiment to see how MLS teams compete with other clubs from around the world. Let's get started. Alright guys, so this is the finale, well not technically the finale, but it's like the final regular episode of this series. We just have one more and it's going to be like a recap so we can kind of see, or we can kind of compare at all 20 MLS teams in this series and then just kind of see who was really the best and the worst performing of all. So yeah. This is the last like regular episode, but then we have that recap video coming in a couple of weeks. But yeah, let's get right into it. So the Vancouver Whitecaps, they got relegated, finishing 19th. That's the same position as last week's episode, Toronto. But as you can see, they conceded quite a few more goals and they finished on less points. But yeah, so they're going down to La Liga 2 as per usual, and let's just see what they can do from there. That's the important part. Wow, so that is pretty mediocre. They only won 9 out of 42 games. They weren't really close to the relegation zone, but that was not too good of a season if they couldn't even win 10 games. But yeah, it looks like they drew quite a few, and that's where they got a lot of their points from. So yeah, that was a pretty poor season from the Vancouver Whitecaps there. They finished 14th in La Liga 2. Again, winning 9, drawing 20, and losing 13. Their goal difference wasn't terrible, but yeah, pretty mediocre season. There's definitely some room for improvement there. Well, things are not getting better. They're 17th now. They did win more games, didn't have so many draws, but you know, they aren't getting as many points now. They're conceding more goals, scoring less, so it's just getting worse for Vancouver. They are really struggling to survive, to fit into this Spanish football league system. So yeah, things are not going too well. They just need to bring in, you know, a star player, maybe a managerial change if necessary. They just need something if they want to have any chance of, you know, ranking up high with the best performing MLS teams in this series. So let's see what they have in store in the 4th season. Sorry, I think I may have like hit my chair against my desk a couple times in that last clip, so if you heard something, that's what that was. But yeah, they finished 15th this time. Was an improvement from last time. I don't think their goal difference is much better though, but you know, higher position, got quite a few more wins, but overall it's still not a very good performance in the grand scheme of things from the Vancouver Whitecaps. But yeah, that's going to conclude this series. Again, just one more video coming soon, the recap, where we can just compare and see how every single MLS team did. And also, I'm not going to be doing any more MLS teams in FIFA 17, but in FIFA 18, I'm just going to do a ton, because obviously we're going to have Atlanta, Minnesota, and hopefully LAFC, because I don't want to do a bunch now because there's 3 new teams that are probably going to be in there next time. So yeah, next season I'm going to pack every single league into one episode instead of what would be 23 now with those new teams. So I'm just going to do, like, say, MLS teams in Germany, MLS teams in Mexico, MLS teams in France, Italy, whatever. That's all going to be one episode, so it could be as long as, like, 20 minutes or something, I don't know. But it'll just all be in one episode, so I think that'll probably be better. Because that's how a lot of people are doing their FIFA experiments these days. Like, if they're placing teams in other leagues or whatever, they're just kind of doing it all in one place. But yeah, so yeah, I think that makes more sense. But yeah, that's going to be it for today's episode, and I'll see you guys next time for some more MLS teams in Spain.